Hi everybody and welcome to this week's BBO weekly free instant tournament. And hopefully my talking through how I think as I'm playing it will help you with your bridge play. So we're going to instant tournaments, the weekly free instant tournament. Some history. Okay, remember this is a best hand tournament. We have the best hand at the table. Best meaning the most high card points. They don't take account of distribution at all. And somebody else, one or more of the other players, who are all robots, could have the same number of points as us, but nobody could have more. So here we have a 12-point hand. Partners opened one heart, which is in the robot system, guarantees a 5-card suit. We've been overcall with 5 spades on our right, and we have 12 points. That means that partner can't have more than 12. Partner has 11 or 12. The robot, I don't think the robot's ever open on 10. I think maybe they do with extreme with 5-5 distribution, a rule of 20. East has overcalled 1 spade, which is 8 to 17 high card points, but we know they can't have more than 12. So if we were to say partner had 11, this hand had 10, it's 21. We have 12, 33. That would lead to 7 for West. But essentially, although we've got a hand worth an opening bid and partner has, there's no guarantee that we have enough for game. Used to be said that an opening bid opposite an opening bid meant that you had game, but there's been a bit of inflation in respect of opening bids in the years since then. So now people open much lighter than they used to. So an opening bid plus an opening bid probably means you can make one no trump. So I'm just going to have a look. See, double would basically show I've got 4-4 in the minors. In that. And if I went to have a look and see what 2 no trumps means, that shows 11 to 12 points with a stop in spades. I think that's probably a better bid than double. I do have a stop in spades. Partner has 6 hearts. I'm quite happy for them to play in hearts with the Queen Doubleton. So I think that's probably the most descriptive bid. But it does leave something up to the robot's judgment, which is something we may not want to do. But with a human partner, this is undoubtedly the right call. And partner passes. All right, so their minimum was expected. Right. So there we go. We got our spade stop. We may have to take it at this trick. We do expect the robot here. So you can see that there's 12 points there, 12 points here. That's 24. If we give this robot 10, there's still 6 over here. There is room for the West robot to have the ace of spades. I'm inclined to think they don't. More likely that East has it in their bid. We hopeful of taking 5 hearts, only certain of 4 hearts. So 5 hearts, 2 diamonds is 7, the spade is 8, and we're still faced with an 8 is what we need, although we'd like some over tricks. The Queen of Diamonds is quite likely in East hand because we know East is going to have more points than West. I mean, conceivably, they could both have just about have 8 high card points, but that's unlikely. But I think if East plays something like the Queen or Jack of Spades, I'm going to play low and assume they've got the ace. And I play the Queen of Clubs, which I'm going to cover with the King because So that's got me that trick. There's still the ace and jack out, but I've got queen 10, 9, 8. So I can set up a long club. I think the king of spades is going to be a trick, but I can't play towards it. They're going to have to set it up for me. But for now, I'm going to, this hand looks to have ace, queen, jack of clubs. So I'm going to play the clubs straight back. And cashing the jack. And now comes the six of spades. Right, the moment of truth. Have they underled the ace of spades? Did this hand have three spades to the ace to start with? This hand having turned up with ace, queen, jack of spades doesn't look good. I think the ace of spades is here. So I'm afraid I'm going to duck this trick. Throw the diamond away. And there is the ace of spades. I'm going to throw another diamond away. And they had four spades. So this is a disaster. I could have made two no trumps and tried to get an over trick. I've gone two down. This will be a very bad score because even though some people will be in three no trumps, they'll probably only be one off. Or not going off at all since the diamond finesse is right. Claim 35%. That's better than I thought I was going to get. But if we look at other tables, we can see that if I just made two no trumps, I'd have been somewhere between 57 and there. Lots of people made 150. I suppose that if I'd just taken the diamond finesse, that would have been to the safe hand, but they could have crossed in clubs. So perhaps it wasn't. Taking the king of spades, playing off all the top cards would have resulted at least in 8 tricks, and it looks like it might have resulted in 9. Although people in three no trumps were one off, so probably not. Right, let's start moving up. 6-4 shape, 14 points. So this is a 1 spade opening bid. Double there, a takeout, 3 clubs from here. Partner can have very little here. The takeout doubler should have 12 plus total points, which means at least 10 high card points, I think. They add on some shorted points for spade shortage. This hand here's got, well, probably 10 high card points, so they probably have 20 or more between them. I have 14s, partner can have 6. I don't think I should let them play in 3 clubs. The doubler should have hearts, so I'm not going to bother mentioning my heart suit. I'm just going to bid 3 spades now and see what they do. They can pass it out. And really, I need to get out of here, out of this for 1 off. Well, we have a 4-4 heart fit. This king of clubs, the robot leads king from ace king. We expect West to have 4 hearts to the ace queen. So this hand will be getting a rough, which will probably make that will go 2 down. And 4. Here comes the 2 of hearts, 4 of hearts, queen, 3. There's the ace of hearts. They'll find their partner's not got any more hearts. 6 of spades. And thank goodness for that, they've shifted to the 8 of diamonds. Right. So they've roughed once, so I'm going to rough high here. I didn't need to, do I really? I am going to be 2 down. Because I can't really do anything to avoid this club loser. Here we go. So this will be another bad score. 32% this time. Lots of people did it, but if we let them play in 3 clubs, obviously they only get 110. So if I got out for 1 off 100, that would have been very good. But nobody did. We went for 2 because we had this heart fit. If I'd bid 3 hearts, we would have done much better, despite the 4-1 heartbreak. Okay, off with the big hands now. 20 points, 5-5 in spades and hearts. It's probably worth a 2-club opening bid, a game forcing opening bid. But the difficulty with 2 suited hands is you're likely to see preemption from the opponents, even though they're vulnerable, and you can find yourself at the 5 level before you can mention your second suit. So I'm just going to open 1 spade for now. And that turns out to be a disaster. And they do indeed correctly switch to spades. After that. So I don't have an entry to table. I only have 5 spades, that was 6. I'm going to see if I can draw some trumps. No, that's their 5-2. Right, so stuff's breaking quite badly. We don't know where the ace of clubs is. But this has West has quite a distributional hand turned up with the ace of diamonds, so there's a reasonable chance they don't have the ace of clubs. There's no way I can get to table to finesse hearts. I'm going to play the 5 of hearts towards the 10 to start with, just in case this hand is tempted to go up with the king if they've got it rather than the jack, in order to stop me getting to those diamonds. So I'm going to leave the 5 of hearts, try the 10. And that forced the king. At least that's something. There's the jack. Right, so my heart's now good. Draw a round of trumps. Still leaves them with 1 trump, but I'm going to play my winning hearts now. I don't need another trumpet. 9 of clubs. Well, it's probably not going to work, but we just have to try that. 2 of hearts. 3 of clubs. 9 of hearts. 8 of hearts. Throw a diamond away. They're not going to throw the wrong card away. So making 110, 60%. Nobody got, so lots of people got passed out in 1 spade. Nobody seemed to have opened 2 clubs, unless it was this person at the bottom. They opened 2 clubs and found themselves in 5 hearts. And getting 0. Right. 1 club, 3 clubs. This is a preemptive raise by East. West might only have 3 clubs, but East's got at least 5. Double is just a takeout double. Partner might pass, of course, for penalties. Opponents are vulnerable. We do have 3 aces. And although I've got a 5-card heart suit, normally I would want to bid a 5-card major in this situation, but I also have 4 spades, and if partner has 4 spades, we want to be in spades. So I am going to double here. My partner bids 3 diamonds, which suggests that that is their only suit. Clearly they passed to start with. I wonder what the robot will think 3 hearts is. 18 total points. Well, I do have 18 total points. 4 plus hearts. It's not forcing. And I'm worried that... What's 4 clubs mean, I wonder? 31 plus total points. It's good if you can have 31 plus total points, isn't it, in your hand? So I'm faced with either 3 hearts, which is reasonable, or some number of diamonds. 4 diamonds says 13, 5 diamonds says 29 to 30 total points. And the robot will probably go on. Right. Well, my best hope is that the robot's got 3 hearts and can raise hearts, I suppose. If I've doubled and bid again, remember this, if you bid the suit here and then double, you're not showing any extra values, you're just showing a 5-card suit with support for the others. But if you double and then bid a suit, as I'm going to do now, you are showing extra values. Normally 17 plus points. I've got 16, but such good distribution. I'm going to bid 3 hearts now. I don't know that the robot will really interpret it that way, but let's see. Well, we'd probably find we'd be better in diamonds. Well, he's got 3 hearts. I've shown a big hand. I think they could have done more than that, but they don't have much. So let's see what happens. We've got 2 spade losers. Tapped in clubs. So the auction was such that it's very likely that West has the king of diamonds, but I'm going to see what happens in trumps here, and then I'm going to take a diamond finesse, which I expect to lose. And it didn't. Right, but the 8 appeared. So I don't have any entries to dummy. There's no point in not drawing the last trump, I don't think, although that will leave me with 3 spade losers. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to play spades, and because I'm going to lose a diamond trick probably, and I need to rough back in, otherwise they'll run all the clubs. So I've got to draw this last trump. It's 10 of diamonds. So if I'd been able to get the dummy, if I led the jack of diamonds originally, or had been able to get to dummy now, I could have led the jack of diamonds. This hand would have had to play the 10, and this hand would have had to cover with the king. As it is, I'm going to lose a trick to the king of diamonds now. I needed to do this to make my contract, to make a change. The 4 of clubs. Well, think I'm going to duck a spade for now, just to duck another spade. I'll throw another spade away, ducking the club. Another club comes, have to rough this time, and I'll throw spade away. Cross to the jack of diamonds, it's trick 8. And then we'll play a spade to the ace for trick 9. That's another 60% for making 3 hearts. Some people made +1, but lots of people went down. So, well, gradually working our way up towards 50%, halfway through. So partners open 3 hearts here. Preempt 7 plus hearts, 6 to 9 high card points, at least the queen of hearts, so which means they have at least the king of hearts since we have the queen. 13 points. We don't have aces, enough aces. That's what we really need to raise partner. The queen 4 of hearts is enough to raise partner in hearts, but we've only got the 1 ace. We need aces and diamonds and clubs, otherwise they can run enough tricks to beat 4 hearts. So we will pass this and hopefully we'll get to play it, but we never know what West will do. West will pass. Right. So as expected, we'll take our ace of spades. So we're going to lose a spade, 2 diamonds and a club. And the only way of avoiding that is to try and set up the clubs. Not have the entries to do it. 2, 4, 6, 7. In my hand, there's no easy way to cross to there. They remember it's the north hand that they can't see that there. That's the declarer's hand. This is the dummy. They can see the dummy. They know to switch to diamonds, not to clubs. I'll play the 4 of hearts to the ace and lead the 5 of clubs just to see what happens. Push the spade, obviously. And now they're going to switch to diamonds. No, they're going to take away my heart entry. Well, I'm going to win this in my hand. And run some hearts. And let's see if there are any interesting discards. It's very unlikely that the jack of clubs is coming down. 2 discards there. There's some sort of chance. No, there we go. And just making our contract again. That's worth 60.7% again. Surely that's going to creep us up to exactly to 50% now. Right. Anybody just look at the other tables for this? 3 hearts making. It's just lots of people are doing it. People are bidding onto 4 hearts and going down. Right. So opponents have opened 1 diamond, and we're sat here with lots of diamonds and 13 points. Double would be for takeout, so you have the other suits. 1 no trump would say I had 15 to 17 points. So I've just got to pass here. Certainly that's the pattern in these hands that today I don't have much. What would 2 diamonds be here? biddable diamonds, 16 minus total points. I think that's right. I think I got to show my diamond suit here. Can't let them just pass this out. Except partner. Oh, hopefully partner's got more than 4 hearts. It says they have 20 total points. How many points? So East has got now shown 12 to 14 high card points. West has shown 6 plus. East, so it's a partner here, supposedly has 20 total points. I just don't see how I'm making 3 no trumps here, which is what would 2 no trumps show? An invitation, 6 to 7 high card points, biddable diamonds, likely stop in spades. Partner, they really do think partner's got that. If partner really has that, then we have to be in 3 no trumps. Oh well, let's give it a go. So we're in with a chance. Clubs are the problem suits. East open the bidding, so they're almost certainly here. There's only one sure entry to dummy, which is the King of Hearts to take the diamond finesse, which we expect to win. We may well have to take it twice or even thrice, and we can't take it. And they put the Jack on there. All right, so that's the Queen. Maybe I've just got to give up the diamond trick. I think so. Maybe I should give up the heart trick first. Yes, I think looks like I should give up the heart trick first. We're expecting East to have the Queen of Hearts and the King of Diamonds. They made an opening bid. They've probably got Ace Jack of Spades, although West did bid spades, so they may have the ace. I put the 10 on there in the hope that North would either force out the ace or would win and give me an extra entry to dummy. It didn't, so now I need to think about my entries to dummy. East is the safe hand. They can't attack clubs without giving me a club trick. And an extra entry to dummy, with which I can take a diamond finesse, which I'm expecting to work. As you see, we had 13 points. Partner had 10 points. Don't know where the 20 total points came, but so that makes 23. This hand opened the bidding, and this hand. So we're expecting this hand to have, of the 17 points, this hand to have 11 or 12, and this hand to have 5 or 6. They could have the Ace of Spades, but if this hand's got the Queen of Hearts and the King of Diamonds, we want to lose the heart trick first. And they don't. There we go. Well, that's interesting. So we've they seem not to have the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is over here, which makes it likely that the Ace of Spades is over here, because if you remember, They only had 17 points between them. Now it's conceivable this hand just has 11. But not very likely. So if this hand has the Queen of Hearts, what else do they have? Well, they could have the King of Diamonds. I'm going to play the King of Hearts now and throw a club away. Just on the off chance. The Queen falls. That's good. So now I can cash 2 more heart tricks. Remember actually that the 10, Jack and Queen of Spades have gone. So I do have a sure spade stop. They can't run the spades so long as I keep the 9 and 8. So I'm going to have to, if I cash this heart, I've got to have to throw a diamond away. Do I really want to do that? Yes. And now I'm going to take my diamond finesse. All right. So I've got 7 tricks so far. I'm going to try and create the King of Spades as an entry on the table by leading the 8 of Spades. And take the ace. So now I have an entry, which means I can take another diamond finesse, which I'm about to do now. Although we ought to think about this. He doesn't have to have the Queen of Diamonds. This hand had no points in spades. The Queen of Hearts. So they've got 2 points so far. They need another 3 or 4 to have bid, which could be the King of Diamonds. In which case they can play the Ace of Clubs will be here. It could be the Ace of Clubs. He had 6 diamonds, Dummy had 2, that's 8. So I think the robot only bids 1 diamond. They only had 3 hearts, the robot. East only had 3 hearts. So, because this hand bid 1 spade, they can't have more than 3 spades. So they must have a 4-card minor suit, at least. And they would open that minor suit. They would open their 4-card minor rather than their 3-card minor. Let me just check that logic. They definitely turned up with only 3 hearts, because the hearts were 3-3. The Queen came down from West, and we had 7 between us, so that's 6. So East had 3 hearts. West bid, you'll see West bid 1 spade, showing at least 4 spades, and we had 3 in each of our hands. So with 4 there, that would mean 3 in the East hand. So they only have 3 hearts and 3 spades. That's definitely right. So they must have a 4, everybody has at least 1 4-card suit. They can have a 5-card suit, 2 4-card suits. But not when they're 3-3, obviously. So they have a 4-card minor, and if they had 4, they could have 4 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 4 hearts. But we know they have, and if they had 4 clubs and 3 diamonds, they would have opened 1 club, not 1 diamond. So they must have 4 diamonds. So this finesse must work. Right, as expected. They didn't follow. So it sure looks as though And they've thrown the king of diamonds away, which is just to fool me because the king of diamonds is still out. But if I give them the king of diamonds, if they don't have I'll have to throw a card from dummy and so on. They don't have the ace of clubs. The ace of clubs is in the west hand. They need that for their 6 points. But I'm going to, so I've really got to take my king of spades now to be sure. I did have 3 spades, so that's got me 10 tricks, which is likely to be a reasonable score. Well, no, the ace of clubs was wrong. So they had, if we look at this, they only had 5 points, 2 queens and a jack to bid their 1 spade. So 430 is, as I thought, a reasonable score, 100%. Nobody else got to 3 no trumps, but it's that strange bid by partner that says they have 20 total points. I don't see how they managed to get to 20 from their 10 high card points. But anyway, we were able to work out that that was a good contract. Okay, we have 14 points here, but I've got 3 10s. I don't like the shape 4-3-3-3. And in general, I don't like, I've learned that it's not good upgrading your hands if you have a 4-card major, because you preempt partner from finding, from responding one of a major and finding your 4-4 major suit fit. But here we're not really bothered about finding a 4-4 major suit fit because we haven't got any roughing values. So I think the robot's much happier in really describing its hand if we open 1 no trump here. And it's getting passed out. So let's see how this goes. Right. So we did preempt partners 4-4 fit, but we're not really that bothered. This, because we've got an entry to dummy, we can make sure of 4 diamonds by playing low now. We'll capture the jack. We hope that hearts will break 3-2, so we just lose 1 heart trick. And we have a spade stop, so they can run some club tricks. But as Terence Rees said, in 1 no trump, let them run their clubs. We still make our tricks. So unless the clubs divide really badly, we should be making 1 no trump. But the crucial thing is we want to make at least as many tricks as they make in hearts. It doesn't seem quite so likely because it looks likely we'll have 3 club losers, but I'm going to try and get them to play spades. So I'm going to play a heart now and finesse the 9. So I don't think it's worth playing for Queen Jack Doubleton. But they have switched to clubs, so I'll go up with the 10 in the hope that they might change their minds. I'm going to throw the spade losers away. That's good news. So I've just, because those would have been losers, the spades would have been losers in hearts. So provided the hearts are breaking 3-2, hopefully making as many tricks in no trumps as they did in hearts. Follow, yes, hearts are broken 3-2. So the Queen of Diamonds, throwing my spade away, a heart to my king, drops their last one. But remember, we had 4 hearts each, so they had 5 hearts and usually break 5-2. So that's 8 tricks, and that's another 100%. That should move us up a little bit more. Still only to 4th place with 64%. We're going to need another 100%, it looks like, to make up for those early 30% scores. So 1 diamond, 1 spade by the opponents. Partner passed over 1 diamond. King of diamonds looks badly placed. You've got 13 points. Well, certainly don't have enough to bid no trumps. I'm going to bid 2 clubs just because that's the one suit partner might have mentioned that not be able to mention over 1 diamond. So there's a chance partner will have a fit. And it's unlikely that we'll get penalised. There's a double, which is a support double showing 3 spades. And East bids 2 spades. And I've said my piece. So they're playing in 2 spades. Well, I could lead the Queen of Clubs, but I think better to try and stop them roughing. I might well 3 of diamonds, the 9 will force the ace. And drop the queen. So it rather looks, well, I'm going to take that they're trying to set up the diamonds. Well, I'm going to, they may have the ace of clubs, in which case there's not a lot I can do, but I'm hoping partner will have that. 5 of hearts. Hoping partner's got the queen, the ace rather, right. So I'm going up with the king of hearts and hope partner realizes they have to hold up. Sadly, partner didn't have that. Partner has the ace. I'm just going to put them back in dummy. I'll put the king of diamonds to come, assumes. That would appear to be it. No? Oh. Oh, excellent. Well, I don't know what happened, why they did that in diamonds. It's still only in 4th place. 64% that time for getting it 1 off. We'll see in a moment what everybody else did. I don't think it will come up yet. No. Still, well, we can see on the table. So lots of people got 2 spades, 1 off. Difficult to see what we could do better. Actually playing in hearts turns out to be best. Why partner couldn't overcall 1 heart. When they open 1 diamond, we might well then have got to a decent place. And that it's all quite close, so I didn't need much more on this last hand to get ahead of those 2, but it was just the first 2 were too hard from which to recover. Sadly. But hopefully we learned something from there, particularly in that 3-no trump contract, where counting the 2 hands, defending hands together, working out what shape they had, enabled me to make sure that the diamond finesse was the right thing to do. So my first instinct was not to take it because I had my 9 tricks in no trump secure, but a count of the hands ensured that it was safe and I could make my over trick. So it's worth going back and looking at board 6 if you get a chance and seeing the logic as to how it worked out, because that's the sort of thing that you need to do to get the over trick that's in pairs. Over tricks are vital, so it's well worth the effort. As you can see, it gets you 100%, as opposed to 3-no trumps itself, which, well, would have been 400, 92%, but it's worth the effort. Okay, I hope you found that interesting, and if you do, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.